Hey guys, just to let you know we're covering Unit 8 vocabulary. We're going to cover the important vocabulary terms for East Asia unit. Oh, that's not at all vocabulary, but this was my weekend. I spent my weekend at the drag strip. Just so you know, the white card there is Mr. Brewer, and he didn't do so well, went out in the second round. But back to what we were doing. Our first word we're going to put in the center there is cultural diffusion, and we need to define that first. It is the movement of ideas and beliefs from one place to another. Once you have that, we're going to draw a small picture, and don't make fun of my drawing of America and Japan. That is the Golden Arches, which you most likely see on the side of your chicken nuggets every week. And McDonald's started in America and has since moved to Japan. If you go to Japan today, you can get the same exact chicken nuggets as you do at home. That is how cultural diffusion works, along with languages, religions, anything else that could move, but I wanted to get something that might be, as dear to you as it is to me, chicken nuggets, so that's what I drew. You can draw anything else you like. If you can think of another example, please illustrate it there. Example of this is just written out as today you can eat McDonald's in Japan as well as America or many other countries of the world. Our second word is going to be innovation. You're going to see a lot of this word in your second assignment for today, and you'll understand it better after you do this definition and then do the little bit of reading that you have to do on that, a little Q&A coming up. So, it's a new idea or method. It'll make a lot more sense later, and the example I have here is an American car up at the top and a Japanese car down at the bottom, and there was a lot less room in Japan. There's a lot more population density, as we saw in our gallery walk this morning, so they had to make their cars smaller because there wasn't enough room to drive them on their streets. In America, we have tons of room, tons of place to park. That's why everybody likes to drive SUVs and Hummers and that sort of thing. Plus, I guess we're rich and we can afford the gas. And just as an example written out, Japan's produced small cars because they had limited space. That's all there is to it. Third word, Cold War. Talked about this a little bit in video 2 last week. You should be pretty familiar with it. It was the war against communism. The use of containment was what we decided to do to keep the spread of communism down. Illustration of that is all I could think of using was a stop sign, and this illustrates what we learned last week with the one-child policy. The culmination of that is that America and other countries that were not communist did not trade with China, so they had scarcity, therefore they had to go to a one-child policy, and they we just didn't trade with them, and that was the containment, stop sign representing containment. So our example is China could not import or export to the U.S. during the Cold War. Our final word, political cartoon. We looked at these last week. A cartoon with a political agenda. Now remember, agenda is like a theme or more like something that it's trying to do. It's the work that it's trying to do on our minds, more or less, as the best I can say it at the moment. And I didn't try to illustrate one of these, but one that we've seen a couple times now is Admiral Togo, and he was up on our gallery walk this morning, and he was on our video of cartoons also, and you may see him again in the near future. Just a hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So that's our entire video for this. If you needed something else, make sure you rewind, go back, make sure you got it all. Thanks.